Toyota Prius has just been revealed in Japan. We're going to have to wait about a day until you guys can see my personal impressions, hands-on impressions. It's really late. It's like 2 a.m. Eastern time. I can't share my impressions with the Prius until a little bit later. Like I said, late tomorrow or late today. My mind's gone at this point, and that's okay. So we're going to talk about the Japan world premiere of the all-new 2023 5th generation Toyota Prius. You guys see the B-roll playing in the background, and this vehicle, this mustard yellow, is a looker. We knew the silhouette already, but what do you guys think? This looks like to be an XSE model, which would mean that is a plug-in prime. With this style of wheels. I could be wrong though. I'm no expert on this new generation Prius and which market, because depending on the market, it could have different wheels with different packages. So we're really only going to focus on the Japanese spec because the US spec is still under embargo at this point in time. But the vehicle should look fairly similar to this, I would assume. But we have the handlebar on the rear of the vehicle. We also have just that really swoopy, gorgeous roofline that we did not have on the 4th gen. Lobster claws up front. We have a fairly large grille here at the bottom, and it is pretty minimal. We have blacked out mirrors here. And then on the back, guys, check that out. We have a light bar that goes across. It says PHEV. It's hard to see, right? But it does say PHEV here on the rear lid. In America, we don't call it the Prius PHV or PHEV. We call it the Prius Prime. So that could change on our version. But this is essentially the same vehicle as what we would see here as a Prius Prime. We see the Prius lettering on the back as we saw from the teaser just a day ago. What do you think about the blacked out roof, guys? It's very gorgeous with this contrast with the yellow and the black. And then we see this kind of like dark gray. We also have large 19-inch wheels. Did I say 18 inches earlier? I meant 19-inch wheels, guys. It's really late. Just look at this design of the new Prius with this cut coming up towards the rear wheel. We have wider hips in the back, a very uniform design going from the hood all the way into the window line. Like, it's just very seamless. It's a very pretty car, and I think this is really going to help buyers come back to the Prius. Now, what are they saying about it now that we know what it looks like? It is going to be announced globally, and the series parallel hybrid models launch in winter this year, with plug-in hybrid, or the Prime as we call it, to launch in the spring of 2023. So guys, if you are wanting a Prius Prime, you're going to be waiting until the spring. But if you want the Prius regular hybrid, it looks like you're going to be able to get it this winter, maybe January, February timeframe. I also forgot to mention the interior. What we're seeing here is probably on the sportier grades. I can't say for sure, right? I'm kind of awkward spot here, but it does say this is the Prius prototype here. This steering wheel looks like it's from the BZ4X. Same thing with this MID. Large screen here, probably a 12-inch screen. And this is left-hand drive. So even though this is a Japan photo, they're not showing a right-hand drive vehicle. I find that pretty telling. We have this accent red going on. It looks like ambient red lighting here. We have a closer up of that on this image, a closer up of that seat on this sportier model. Here's an image of a prototype. This looks like that's the plug. So this is a standard hybrid. This is the plug-in hybrid. You see much larger battery pack, and it does look like that it's sitting in the rear of the vehicle. Here's the shell of this new TNGA platform. It is a modification of the old platform, as we'll find out here in a little bit. So we have the Prius 2-liter plug-in hybrid, and we also have a Prius 2-liter hybrid vehicle. And here's where they say the second generation TNGA platform. This is the first vehicle on a second generation TNGA platform. And that makes sense because the 4th generation Prius was the first vehicle on the TNGA platform as the TNGA. So it's fitting that this new TNGA vehicle is an upgraded version of the outgoing platform. A total of 8 body colors are available. Now that's just for Japan. We don't know what's going to be available here for the United States, but they're saying solid bases of ash and mustard. I think that's what we've seen already with the press images. 2-liter plug-in hybrid system. 164 kilowatts on the Prius Prime. which equates to 223 PS, which is probably somewhere around 220 horsepower here. And we also have 0 to 60, well, 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 6.7 seconds. Guys, that is blistering quick. 0 to 60 will be slightly faster than that. EV driving range is about 50% higher than the previous model. That is phenomenal. So if we look at 25 miles of EV range on the outgoing Prius Prime, I mean, we're looking minimum 36, 37 minimum on the new Prius Prime. That is phenomenal. And with the plug-in hybrid, the battery pack is located under the rear seat instead of the cargo area, giving the new Prius Prime a lower center of gravity and increased cargo capacity. So let's look at the non-plug-in hybrid, the standard Prius, and maximum output is 144 kilowatts or 193 PS, which is probably close to around 190 horsepower. When you convert it, definitely stay tuned for the US spec because it might differ a little bit. And that's for the 2-liter, which is 1.6 times higher than the outgoing 1.8-liter model. That is phenomenal. And it does come with the latest E4 system, so you will be able to get this in all-wheel drive, at least for the Japan spec. Definitely stay tuned again for the American spec to see if we get all-wheel drive. So we have additional rigidity throughout the body and improved quietness. It does use McPherson struts at the front and a double wishbone setup at the rear. The suspension system provides stability for straight line driving and responsiveness that meets driver intentions in corners. You can see the struts here on the left for the front, and then the double wishbone type rear suspension in the rear. There's a new Toyota teammate with advanced park in certain packages and trims. Looks like you can get the Prius with equipped with two 100 volt 1500 watt accessory power outlets, one at the back of the center console and one in the cargo space. Users can select the BEV external power supply mode, which uses power from the battery only without having to start the engine. So if you look at this image here, looks like they have a certain attachment that allows you to roll up the window and run an extension cord out the side of the vehicle. That is pretty cool. And looks like this is rubber grommeted to an extent so that it should be fairly like waterproof if it starts raining on your Prius while you have a cord running out the back of it. It also has a panoramic view monitor as an option. And the plug-in hybrid models are equipped with a second-gen solar charging system that achieves a more efficient conversion of solar energy into electricity. This generates power equivalent to driving up to 1,250 kilometers per year, which probably equates to like 600 or 700 miles a year. You know, that's probably best case scenario as well. Electric power generated while parked is used to charge the dry battery, with the system not only supplying electricity for driving, but for air conditioning and other functions as well. I have a solar roof on my 3rd gen Prius. It doesn't do much. Really, all it does is spin the fans when the car is just sitting like completely off in the sun. It's pretty much worthless because it just pushes hot air around the vehicle. But this looks like it's definitely going to be adding miles to your battery, which is pretty cool. And it's only available on the plug-in, mind you. Electric power generated during driving is used to supplement the auxiliary battery system. So that's all we have. There's still a lot of information we would like to know on the new Prius. Definitely stay tuned for my hands-on impressions, which will be like tomorrow. And I have hands-on impressions of multiple models. I can't say really much more than that. But yeah, the Japanese market got a little of a jump start, I guess, because you know, it's Japan. They get to do what they want, and this is their baby. So I get it. And yes, we have the new Prius. What do you guys think? I'll see you guys down in the comments below. Catch you guys in tomorrow's videos with the hands-on impressions from me and other journalists that are here at this amazing LA auto show. Catch you guys in the next video. Special thanks for Toyota for bringing me out here. It's been a lot of fun Prius stuff, and I can't wait to share it with you guys in the videos upcoming. Have a great day. Take care of yourselves, and peace.